So in this video, we will learn how to create contact in ModWebs from Google Sheet. Now suppose guys you are adding some new lead details into your Google Sheet from various sources and you want to add all of those new leads as a contact in your website or store which you have created using ModWebs. So let me tell you, you can completely automate this process. So the trigger of this automation will be adding new row, adding new leads into your Google Sheet of user details. And the action will be adding those same details as a new contact in our ModWebs website. Now how you can set up this automation? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So first of all, we will go to a browser and search for Pabbly, pabbly.com/connect. And after reaching to the landing page of Pabbly Connect, by clicking on sign up free, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Or if you already have an account, just click on sign in. So I will sign into my own Pabbly Connect account. And after signing in, we will reach to this all apps page of Pabbly. Here we just have to click on access now below Pabbly Connect. And now we can see that we have reached to Pabbly Connect's dashboard. In this dashboard, just click on create workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Google Sheets to ModWebs. Google Sheets to ModWebs and click on create. And now we can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have two different windows. First one is trigger window, second one is action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with a trigger window. So the idea here is first we have to get the details or the data of new contact which we are adding in our Google Sheet in Pabbly Connect. Then after that, using Pabbly Connect, we will send those new contact details to ModWeb so that we can add that user as a new contact in ModWeb as well. So let's begin. So here in trigger window in choose app, we will search for Google Sheets. Google Sheets it is, select it, and after that in trigger event from the drop down, select new or updated spreadsheet row. After selecting a trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now we will use this webhook URL to make the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. And how we are going to do this? You can refer to the help text given below over here. So just copy this webhook URL from here. And after that, here, then we have to go to the Google Sheet which we have created. So this is my spreadsheet. And in this sheet, I have created 4 columns of basic details like first name, last name, email, and mobile number. And I want using this automation, whenever I add the details of a new user, a new person in a new row in this Google Sheet, using these details, that person should be added as a contact in my ModWebs website. So now guys, to connect our Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect, what we have to do, we have to go to extensions and add-ons and click on get add-ons. After clicking on get add-ons, we will reach to Google Workspace Marketplace. And here in search app, we have to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Pabbly, Pabbly Connect Webhooks. And guys, as you can see, here Pabbly Connect Webhooks, this add-on is already installed in my Google Sheet. You just have to install this same add-on into your own Google Sheet. And after installing it, just refresh your Google Sheet once. This is the important step. And guys, after refreshing it, we will once again go to extensions, and this time you can see Pabbly Connect Webhooks. This add-on can be seen over here. Just hover on it and then just click on this initial setup. Now as we click on initial setup, a dialog box appears in front of us, and this dialog box is basically asking us 3 basic things. First one is selected sheet. So here in this spreadsheet, you can see there is only one sheet named as sheet 1. That is why by default it is selected sheet 1. So here we have to select that from which sheet, like in your spreadsheet, it is most likely possible that you must be having lots and lots of sheets. So out of all of those sheets, from which sheet we want to send the new data. So you have to select the sheet over here, and then it is asking us for the webhook URL. Now here in webhook URL, we have to paste the same webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. Just copy it from here, go to Google Sheet and paste it over here. And at last, it is asking us trigger column. So here you must be thinking, what is this trigger column? So trigger column is basically the last data entry column of a Google Sheet. So for example, you can refer to the example for the in the background that says column D will be my trigger column because this is the last data entry column of my sheet. After column B, none of my data exists in any of my row. Any of my column. So column D will be the trigger column for this spreadsheet. According to your spreadsheet, according to your Google Sheet, any column C, D, E, F, G, H, any column could be your trigger column. You just have to ensure that it is the last data entry column of your Google Sheet. And after that column, none of your data exists. So after entering our trigger column, let's click on submit. And it is showing us setup configured successfully. So we have successfully connected our Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect. Then after making the connection, once again we have to go to extensions, Pabbly Connect webhooks, and from this time from the drop down we have to select send on event. So by selecting send on event, we are telling this add-on, we are telling this Google Sheet, as you can see the send on event is ticked. So by selecting send on event, we are telling this Google Sheet that whenever a data in a new row is added till our trigger column, instantly, immediately send that same data to Pabbly Connect. So now whenever we will add the data in the new row, automatically that same data will be sent to Pabbly Connect. So here in Pabbly Connect, you can see right now we haven't received any data. And now what we are going to do, we are going to add the details of a dummy contact over here in this sheet. For example, dummy name, dummy email address, and a dummy mobile number. Okay, so right now in my Google Sheet, I have added a new row of a dummy user. These are the dummy details. And we will see because we have connected our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, this newly added data in this Google Sheet row will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. And yes, here in Pabbly Connect, we can see we have the details. We have the same first name, same last name, same email, and same mobile number. The same data of a user which we have just now added as a new row in our Google Sheet, the same data is captured inside Pabbly Connect. Now after this guys, the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have received the new user details from Google Sheet in Pabbly Connect. Now what we have to do, we have to send this data to ModWebs so that using these details, we can create a contact over there. So let's see. So for that, we will scroll down and come to this action window. And here in choose app, we will search for ModWebs. Select ModWebs. And after that, in action event from the drop down, select create contact. Click on connect and select add new connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our ModWebs account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the API key of our ModWebs account. So here you must be thinking how we are going to get this API key. Now to get the API key of your ModWeb account, you just have to go to the builder section of the website or store which we have built using ModWeb. So here, this is my ModWeb account, this is my website, and this is the builder section. And after that, from the left side, you have to click on this website settings option. Just click on website settings and then click on applications. Now, as we click on application, here you can see an option of API key. Click on this reveal API key button and this is the API key of your ModWeb account. Just copy this API key from here, go to Pabbly Connect's connection window and paste it over here. Then it is asking us your domain, that what is the domain of our ModWeb website. So to get the domain from the URL section, we can get this domain. So here we can see after https:// and before till.com. So this is the domain of our ModWeb website. Just copy this domain from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And after entering the domain and API key, just click on save. And now we can see that we have successfully connected our ModWebs website with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the next thing it asks us is the name. That was, it is the name of the person to whom we want to add as a new contact. So we have added the name of a new user in our Google Sheet, and we have received Google Sheet response, Google Sheet data in Pabbly Connect workflow in our trigger window response. So we have to basically map this name from these responses over here in this name field. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and in the drop down below, we can see a list of all the responses which we have received from Google Sheets can be seen over here. And out of all of these responses, select the response of first name and map it. And after mapping the first name, just give a space and from the drop down, select the response of last name. So in this way, we have successfully mapped the response of first name and last name in the name section. So from Google Sheet, we have received the response of name in separate values and then we have one by one, we have mapped the data over here. After this, let's map the email address. So we have also received the email address from Google Sheet. So we have to basically map this email address over here. And guys, the process of mapping stays the same. Just click here, and from the drop down below, from the responses of data which we have received from Google Sheet, select the response of email and it will be mapped. Now, after this, let's map the phone number. Click here, and from the drop down below, select the response of phone number and map it. Then it is asking us note, address and other details of the user. So all of these details are not mandatory. That's why I haven't created the columns of these details into my Google Sheet in this video. You can basically create the columns of these details into your Google Sheet and enter that data in Google Sheet, get that data into Pabbly Connect and one by one map that data over here. So after mapping these basic details of a new contact, we will just scroll down and click on this Save and Send Test Request button. And after clicking on Save and Send Test Request, we can see that we have received some response over here. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the details which we have mapped over here, basically the details of a user which we have added into a Google Sheet is now added. This user is now added as a new contact in our ModWebs website. So let's check. We'll go to ModWebs and after that, let's go to the contact section. So this is my contact section. And yes, we can see that the same user named as dummy name whose details we have just now added into a Google Sheet, the same user is now added as a new contact in ModWebs. So we have the same name, same email and same phone number. So in this way guys, we can see that the details of the user whose details we have added into a Google Sheet using this automation is now added as a new contact in ModWebs. This means the automation which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. Now, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation once. Once again, we are going to enter the details of a new user in a new row of our Google Sheet and test this automation. So the name of the person is, for example, test name. This is the email address. And this is the mobile number. Okay, so just now we have added the details of a new user in our Google Sheet in the new row. And we will see as we add these details, instantly, automatically this person will be added as a new contact in ModWebs. So let's get to ModWebs and refresh this contacts page. And yes guys, we can see that test name, this same user is now added as a new contact in our ModWebs website. So we have the same name, same email and same mobile number. This means guys, the automation which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. Now every time a new row of contact details will be added into a Google Sheet, automatically using those details, a new contact will be created in ModWebs using this automation. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing, you will find the clone link of the same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account. And also, Pabbly Connect comes with a forever free plan. And in this plan, you will get free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
If you need any kind of help or have any queries, you can ask them on forum.pabbly.com and you can check Pabbly Connect's pricing at this link. So if this video was helpful to you, you can like this video, don't forget to share it with others, and to keep getting such content on automation and integration, you can subscribe to Pabbly. Thank you, have a nice day.